A very warm welcome to the channel. If today is the first time here, my name is Yummy Cash, and today we went straight to Nigeria. We are making Nigeria BUKA stew. So delightful, easy to put together, and I hope you do enjoy and love this video. In this pan, I'm adding the meat. I'm using cow meat for this recipe, but feel free to use any meat you desire. I come in with some chopped onions. I'll then add about 1 tablespoon of my spice mix to the meat. Feel at liberty to use any spices of your choice. Then I add in 1 stock cube. Now the next thing I'll add is some bay leaves. I'm adding in just 3 pieces to the meat. Now I'll cover for a few minutes. While the meat is on the fire, I take the chance to prep the other ingredients. On this cutting board, I have some cloves of garlic and ginger. For smooth blending and mixture consistency, I cut the gingers into small pieces. I'll then cut into pieces 1 medium-sized onions and some fresh tomatoes. So now I'm done with the cutting. In a blender, I will put the vegetables in. I'm using paprikas for this recipe and some fresh peppers too. Add a little water to enhance smooth and easy blending because of the type of blender I'm using. This is the immersion blender, but do not worry, use your own blender or the normal blender that we all know. So I'm going to set the blended ingredients aside and then check the meat. Alright, the meat has been cooking for 25 minutes. Look at the juice. This step is believed to enhance the flavor of the meat. Now I'll go ahead and add enough water to thorough cook the meat. I add a little bit of salt to it because the mixed spice contains salt. The seasoning cube also contains salt. Now I'm adding in some leftover chopped onions and then give it a stir. Growing up, I've learned cooking and steaming meat with the correct and right amount of salt enhances the flavor of the meat when it is done. What I mean to say is let the salt be a little over the normal level. Let it be salty, especially when you add it to stews, soups, or fry them. But be cautious. So I cook the meat for 10 minutes and I'm adding in some cooked tripe or shaki. I want to cook the tripe and the meat together. This will also enhance the taste of the tripe or shaki. Now I'll cover it and cook it very well. Alright, let's start with the BUKA stew since everything has been prepped. In this pan, I'm adding in some palm oil. Now I'm going to add some onions to it, just a little bit, and fry it for a few minutes, probably like 7 minutes. Okay, I've been frying the onions for 7 minutes now. I'll take everything out and throw them away. Now add a little bit of cooking oil. I'm using sunflower oil. Feel free to use any oil of your choice, and then add in some chopped onions. To take the BUKA stew to the next level, I'll add in some fresh rosemary leaves. Feel free to use the dry rosemary leaves. That is also good to go. Now I'll leave it on fire to fry for about 5 to 10 minutes. The onion and rosemary leaves have been frying for 5 minutes now, and it is okay now. I will go ahead and add the blended ingredients, that is the tomatoes, paprika, ginger, peppers, onions, and what else? That is it, right? I give it a very good stir, and the aroma this halfway stew is giving is just so divine. I proceed to add some tomato paste, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of it, and stir very well. Now I'm going to cover the pot or the stew to simmer for some time, probably like 30 to 45 minutes. So it's been 30 minutes now and I love the aroma of it. You can get orgasm by just smelling the aroma of the stew. It is well fried now. I will add the stock from the meat and also the meat itself. Now I'm going to give it a very good stir. And if you have any other protein at this point, you can add everything to the stew. I remembered I had some pomo there, so pomo is really right. So I added to the stew, give it a very good stir. And also, I am going to be adding some fish to it. Now I'll come in with some smoked mackerel fishes, and you can use the fried fish if that is what you want. It is your stew, and you can decide whatever you add to it. Now, the next thing I want to add to the stew, if you don't like it, do not add it to it. I'm adding some garlic powder. Ha! I'll add a little bit of salt to enhance the flavor and balance everything, and then give it a very good stir. Now, I forgot one thing, and that is shrimp powder. You can use fish powder if you have that available. Give this a very, very good stir. I am going to cover it and let it simmer for some minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes and now I'm adding in some green bell pepper for garnishing and flavor. Just that you don't have to add it if you don't like it. At this point, I'll cover it for a few more minutes, probably like 2 minutes, and then the BUKA stew is ready. And it tastes so good, so delightful to enjoy. And I asked Oga to rate this stew and he gave me 99.9 over 100. Hey, enjoy this with some rice, or you can enjoy it with some ewedu soup. As always, thank you so very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you around next time for another great recipe. Until then, if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, like and share this video. Always remember to do everything in love, and whenever you think food, think yummy cash. Cheers.